guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel.
Okay, cool. So we'll continue the conversation. I want us to talk about, as you said, with Arsenal, proper game management. I think it's also the same problem we've been seeing with Crystal Palace.
Yeah. They can't manage the games. When they were leading, they'll draw the game, and where they haven't been winning, they'll try to push hard. You see, I feel like their game management is one side. They push to get results, but they can't maintain and properly handle themselves. You see, on the pitch, and that is working against them because it shows on their draws. You can't have so many draws. If you have so many draws, it says that you're having a problem with the match. Yeah, it's a good start. It's not a bad start. Considering the fact that they are under new management and everything, this is a good start. They should focus on their positives and try to properly manage their games, especially when they go ahead.
But don't you think also it's a frustration to the coach? I mean, you have done so much. You can only do so much as a coach.
But I feel like that is when a coach should actually step in.
Yeah.
You must remember, you played football with someone. While you're on the pitch, you can't see most of them. You see, you're gonna see you guys defending and repelling them because here's what's happening. When they attack you and you repel that attack, you see it as a success. Okay, sharp, we didn't concede. You're only thinking of conceding, but the coach from the sidelines can see that you guys are letting them to attack.
Exactly.
You
are taking the attack instead of taking it back to them.
You don't have to be SpongeBob and absorb everything.
Exactly.
No, you should fight back. It's very important.
But also one thing you mentioned about Patrick Vieira, there's one thing I really like it, that the best managers are usually defenders.
Yeah. Like Pep was defensive midfielder. Betis was also defensive midfielder. Most iconic coaches were defenders. There's something about that position because I feel like it also, while you're playing, it opens up your head or your mind to every technical aspect of the field.
Yeah.
Because you are at the heart of the pitch. It's not called the heart just because you're at the center. No. If you look at it, you are the one who thinks both in attack and defense.
Oh, now that's very true.
Because now you're playing against people whose job is basically defending, but you're not only defending. You are breaking down. You need to like transition, taking up the ball and making that nice forward pass. So that being them and how they play, each and every weekend also allows them to sort of like have that technical thinking that now when like their coaches, they can do a great job. Because if you're looking at Patrice Vieira, or Patrick Vieira, he's doing a splendid job.
Yeah, he is. He's doing an amazing job there. I mean, even the games that they lose, there are some games I'm sure even Arsenal that they lose. But you're like, I'm proud of them.
I'm proud of the performance.
Exactly.
They played well.
Proud of the performance. Like I think it was Brentford when they played against Chelsea. They took it to Chelsea.
You could see that they
were hungry
to win.
The only difference between Chelsea and that team was Mendy. If there was no Mendy, those guys could have chowed Chelsea easily with 3-1. I know we are very happy with this guy, Graham Potter. He's done an exceptional job. 4 wins, 4 draws, 2 losses.
As a South African, I was mad at him for not playing Crystal, but looking at the work that he's doing, he's doing very well. He's doing very, very well. This is the same team, mostly like in attack and the midfield. It's the same guys who were there.
Yeah.
This is they are still there. They are still pushing, and now they show hunger. It's more like they screw in their heads, just like when they're like, yo, you need to push.
Something just changed in their mind.
Something just changed in their mind, and now they are pushing. Now they are more attacking. Like I feel like now they play the whole 90 minutes knowing that we are going to attack up until the last minute. They don't lose hope and be like, no, now they're getting
and there's one guy was playing in the middle. I don't know if you saw him. Enoch Mwebu. I think he's also in Misani.
Yeah.
Who are those guys who have impressed you actually been waiting? I know you're there.
Bissouma Chief. Bissouma, that guy's been solid.
Yeah, of course.
Like if Bissouma has
been solid. In that middle, he's been solid.
You see, like he breaks up takes the ball, intercepts, and then he makes those, like nice forward, like passes. And he's like a box to box. You find him everywhere. He pushes, and the new guys also they show that they're here to play. Because I feel like when he gave them that opportunity, it's possible this guy was using a physical. Because Physical got a chance to play against it, and then he never played frequently anymore.
Yeah.
Now the guys that are playing, they are leaving their hearts and sleeves on, like they're working their butts off. You know, when they
Those
get on the pitch,
performances that
they
you leave
push,
everything,
you
you
know.
leave 100% on the field.
And that guy, I think he even scored, right?
Mwepu, he did
the
score.
Brighton guy. They come in and they come in hard, you know. And this thing works for them because now they know that each and every soldier that we bring into the team has what it takes to give us the good and awesome results that we need as a team.
Cucurella.
Oh, don't get me started on that guy. Yo, imagine that guy, Cucurella and Tariq on the side.
Like
just
this.
imagine the amount of threats the opposition
Yeah,
is
of
gonna
course,
get
they
from
will
the
be
side.
playing here. Since they're not really the best in the middle, you play with
What-
your sides.
What I like about them is their confidence and how they carry the ball and how they believe in themselves and their abilities when they're carrying the ball forward. Like they are a typical. I'm saying typical because this is the standard that has been set by Liverpool in them. They are a typical Premier League wing backs.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
They are not afraid to go forward.
They are
you know.
not.
Like the standard has been raised so high that when these guys are doing, these guys are doing a great job.
Yeah.
But because we have guys like Kyle Walkers and Trent Alexander, it's typical. Like okay, cool, they're doing that. But I'm really liking the fact that even a team like Brighton can have access to such talent.
Exactly,
You know?
bruh.
And like
You
this
don't
guy,
you don't always see it, especially among these small teams.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
you don't.
And I think most defenders find it hard to adapt. But I'd say there's an exception for the wing backs, you know, or for the wider defensive positions. Because if you look at Kieran Tierney at Arsenal, he came in and then he played well, and he's pushing. Tavares was playing past him. He was in there and he was pushing. Now we have Cucurella, you know,
Yeah.
he's in that position and he's also flourishing.
And it does it so well. I think before we went live, we were talking about how important confidence is. You know.
Yes. Like confidence is important in everything that you do.
Would you say confidence is what's this English word I'm looking for? Like if you yatelelana, would you say it's like that?
Contagious. Confidence.
Contagious. Yep.
Straight up, the confidence at Telelana. Like you can't stay around confident people and remain the same.
Yeah, of course. Of
Now
course.
that is why I'm a team Anoksana a key player. Like you know what this guy brings to the
Yep.
team. Besides his efforts on the field and his capabilities.
Yeah,
You know,
just in general.
Ukuthi Magno Ronaldo
The
team is
energy,
injani,
the
you
energy
understand?
nje within
Sure,
the team.
you see like uyazibona zonke lezi zinto lezi makunobani bani teamini uzofika yenze kanjani.
Yeah,
Uyangithola?
that's very true.
Like join the team and then you keep pushing.
Yeah.
I feel like once, like we saw it with Liverpool, they lost Van Dijk, they lost their confidence.
Yeah,
That's why they even had to go out on the market just to get a replacement.
Yeah, to get
know.
someone. But
They-
now
they
since
got
it's back,
Oblak.
you see
No,
their defense is not really the Kabak
Yeah.
or something. I don't know that guy.
Yeah, kebabs.
You can we might as well just say kebab. you know that defense is not really the best. But because the Virgil there, it
Yes.
just raises there. Actually, Liverpool's defense is not really rock solid. Unlike Chelsea, who have considered only 3 goals.
Yeah.
Chelsea's defense, let's not even go there. Chelsea's defense is rock solid.
Guys,
It's the Great Wall of China for that one. you
those
see.
those old guys, those
They
Madalas
kick,
are doing
you
most
see.
there.
But with Liverpool, there's confidence in the team, and even the way they press is a high pressing. Salah, you see them when they lose the ball, they all run, they press.
That's one thing about certain teams. You look at United, they don't have that. Those guys don't run the whole night.
Ah,
You look at a team like those guys,
they run.
hard.
United, we can count 4 people who are in the squad. Rashford, Greenwood, Bruno, Ronaldo. They don't press,
And now the coach wants the pressing system.
and now they are
It's
putting
crazy.
the pressure on who? On Scott?
McFred.
On McFred.
McFred, they're having it hard.
They are not having it easy.
No, they're having it hard.
We're not saying we are protecting them, but I mean that thing is important. You need to be protected.
Because here's what's happening. Number one, the media is not his own United.
They're not.
Whatsoever.
They're not
Any mistake that is identified at United is bashed.
short.
So imagine you are being attacked by the media and your opponent in the field, and you have guys who can protect you on the field, but they're not doing their
They're
job.
not doing it.
You know, and once Ole benches them, why did Ole bench 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3?
Exactly.
Here's the problem. Here's my problem with a lot of Man United fans. They want United to play all their stars. Like, how can you play 6 or 7 attackers? You can't do that.
Exactly, you
There
cannot.
are only a limited number of spots.
Now we just counted. Now we counted Greenwood. Greenwood doesn't press, even when the press is not successful.
Yep.
Cristiano walks. After they lose the ball, he will just be strolling.
The end.
Bruno Fernandes walks.
Even though he tries to come back and press, his press is so
exactly.
ineffective.
It's not effective.
Marcus.
Marcus Rashford. It does. You see.
Guys, like, here's the problem.
So that's 4 players. You have subtracted 4 players. That means those guys have an advantage of 4 players added.
You see, now once we see these things where we are now, it brings us a question to management. Who is actually the manager of our
United?
Because all these guys is signing. When you sign a team, you need to have a balance in your head. You can't have so much attacking prowess and nothing to celebrate.
I feel like Ole is a glove. You know, a glove only holds a bottle when it's in the hand. when a glove is not in the hand, he can't do anything.
It's just.
I feel like he's just.
Yeah, and I feel like some people there at United really need to stay. That Ole is just the front, because the guy, no coach in his right mind would make signings that are like this.
Also, you see, even with the way he substitute, this past weekend I was pissed off. Took out Ronaldo. You took out Ronaldo, was attacking there with Cavani. You take out Bruno. You are putting a Dalot. You are putting a Matic. All these guys are putting their defensive. You are acting now as if you have already won the game, when you actually need to be scoring more and more goals.
The challenge is that, like, I can come to his defense and be like, yeah, he was trying to properly manage the game to make sure that nothing comes through. You see, no mistakes are made. Have that extra cushion.
Also, maybe it's
of
because
manpower
they are
at the back.
playing Champions League this
You
week.
see, so like a lot of things come into that. You see, because I think that the game was already won. I mean, Tottenham were not that.
They were not.
So I can. For me personally, I can give him a pass on that. Like, you know what, it's fine. Like, maybe you were thinking of the other game,
Yeah.
but you shouldn't be doing that after coming up from 5. Like, you should think on the line.
Yeah, but I think we'll end here for today. Any closing remarks? Anyone
Arsenal
who's
is winning.
impressed you?
No, Arsenal is winning. That's all. That's it.
And they're
Arsenal
playing
is
what
winning.
for this coming weekend, of
hoping-
course.
I'm hoping they're going to be pop so that we can win.
Yeah. But what for though? It's not like we are playing a big team. We are playing an average team that is struggling at the bottom of the table. So it should be an easy one. You see, they've only won 3, draw 1, and lost 6. Understand? So it's just 10 points.
1 win in their last 5 games.
Yep, 1 win in the last 5 games. So
That is heavy.
it should be an easy one. So if you are still watching at this point, it really means you like this content. I'd like to urge you to subscribe, share this to your WhatsApp status, to your social media. Would really appreciate it. Yeah. If you want to talk to us, you can talk to us on the comment section. If you don't agree with some of our points, we'll really be glad to engage with
Let's
you.
engage.
Let's engage, guys. And
Football. We have to
I think
engage.
that's it from us this week. We'll see you in the next one.